Okay, in this next little video we're going to create a drawing of this exploded view. So pop up here again. And this time we're going to select make drawing from part assembly. So once you've got a drawing open, you can actually select these. If you haven't got a drawing open, obviously these are going to be selected and you're going to have to click new and then insert the view afterwards. But we can make a drawing from the part assembly. Let's pick the scale 1 to 2. Like that, we can modify the scale to then we can do that. So create a view in this. A couple of minutes later, then we get this. And we're going to drag and drop an isometric view into this. Okay. So, if I right click on that and click properties. So, to be honest, this is what we'll be using most of the time. This use named configuration of views. So we'll be doing that in the test. We'll be selecting that little drop down little button there, and we'll be selecting your little views from named configurations. But we've got an exploded view in this one, so it says show an exploded state. This obviously this exploded state button only appears because we've got an exploded state. Otherwise it'd be grayed out. Okay. So we click OK to that. Then we get that exploded view of this. Now I'm going to change the scale of this sheet. At the minute, if I click on my properties, you can see the current scale is 1 to 5. I'll not change it just yet because I want to show you the view over here. You can see here on the side it says use sheet scale. So that's what we're going to take. We could come in here and select the custom scale option. So we could select that custom scale option on there. But it's best if you've kind of got the sheet scale right from the start. So it's best if you've got one view or so your main kind of views set at the sheet scale, rather than kind of go modifying them out there all the time. So if I right click here and do properties, the best way is kind of just pop in here. I think 1 to 3 we seen, didn't we, was in class. Was okay. Let's try that as well. Don't forget as well you got third and first angle from within here for projected views. Just a bit of a reminder while we're in here. Click OK, and that's not too bad. That's manageable at that, I'd say. That one. So that's my little exploded view on that. You can see there the styles hidden line remove. You can have it like that as well, so you can see that's our display style. So depending on what way you want to display style. So let's have it like that. Just nice and colourful so we can actually see the part. Okay. So that's our little view in an exploded state. Okay. Next we're going to add bills of materials and stuff like that. Yeah. So pop across here. I got an option here under the tables for bills of material. So if I select bills of material, I've kind of pre-selected that view, so it's kind of got that view already in there. Because I was kind of pre-selected. I'll just unselect that again. Select bills of material. There you go. Just to kind of show you as well that it says select a drawing view, so you can actually pick which drawing view, because I had that pre-selected first time. So by selecting that drawing view, it jumps straight into that. What we're actually going to put in this one is top level parts only. So any sub-assemblies, and I think there's a couple of sub-assemblies, we don't really want them showing up in the bills of material. We want the actual it to show up as an individual part, so that it shows just a sub-assembly. So normally the way you kind of do that is that, and then you'd have another drawing where maybe an exploded view of the sub-assembly then, So that's normally standard kind of practice for that. You wouldn't generally have all the parts on that. Okay, so you have kind of a couple of sub-assemblies on this one. So select top level parts only, and that's what we'll be doing throughout the course, is selecting top level parts only for when you're asked to do a bill of materials. Attach to anchor point. We'll talk about that when we go week 11, week 12. We'll have a look at creating these little templates and that. So we'll have a look at anchor points. So instead of attaching an anchor point, we're just going to place this one in manually. But you can fix anchor points where it just pops in automatically. So I click OK on that. and we got our little bill of material. You can see, look, it just snaps to anywhere it kind of sees lines, it'll kind of snap to, so it's nice and user friendly on that. So click on that. Then we can kind of come along here and we can kind of resize, just like in Excel right now. We can resize our little windows like that. So resize all them. Or you just double click on that to kind of resize it completely. Move it again. Pop it over there. At any stage you can kind of delete, columns if you don't want a column in. So if we didn't want a description, we could delete that column. So not a big deal. The one thing I kind of did show you is this little, I'll say it a few times, so I'm going to start saying it from now, this little double arrow that you see going on here. That's kind of required in the test, because watch what happens in between item number and the pops in another row, and in which you can write something like, it's a parts list. So you can write something like that. So that's a little hidden kind of thing in there. And you can see we got sub-assembly trigger, sub-assembly trigger. Probably could be named a little bit better, but they're the same part. So on that. Okay. So that's our little exploded view of our bill of materials. Is there anything else on this? Yeah, the balloons. This was the last thing, I suppose. Yeah. So you can auto balloon this, or you can manually balloon it. If you manually balloon it, it's kind of a matter of going around picking each individual item and pointing at each individual item and manually ballooning the thing. Not such a chore on this one, because we only got 5 things. If I got auto balloon, you can see there, then it automatically pops that in. While you're still in that auto balloon command, you can kind of control the distance away. As soon as we kind of come out of that, they all become sort of individual. So you get this bit sort of right first. So those. I'm kind of don't mind the 1 and the 2 going off the screen. I'm going to kind of try and sort those 3, 4 and 5 out. That's kind of happy enough with 3, 4 and 5 there. When I click OK, then we can kind of just manually adjust 1 and 2. So that looks like that. We can auto balloon that. And if you like, you can kind of move it around. If you're not happy with where items are, you can kind of pop them around on that. As well as if you're not happy with which one it's pointing at, if this one's the kind of same as here, we can kind of pop that on there. And just to kind of show you that if this arrow points at something else, they're kind of intelligent arrows, so they kind of see. So I pop that on as well. So you see where that's an arrowhead, but if you pop it on the part, it changes to a dot. So it's intelligent. It knows kind of that it's that part. This is kind of pointing at a part. This is like a finger on a part, if you like. So there's that. So those are your little balloons for popping in there. So I think that's all. Okay, so that's just ballooning. And to be honest, in the second level test, that's the height of the ballooning you're going to have to do, and the drawing as well. That's pretty much what you're going to be asked to do in the test is insert a view. Only it's not even going to be an exploded view. It'll be a configured view. So that kind of keep it in your head. That's one of the bits of the level 2 test. Is insert a configured view and bill of materials and balloon it. 4 or 5 balloons as well as all is in it. So same thing. So there you go. There's a nice little practice. You're ready for the second level test. Never mind that else. Okay.